Hey everyone, maybe you have heard by now of something called an Asian carp. It's a fish that we do not want in Tennessee, and yet we already have it, but we're trying to slow it down, trying to monitor and make sure it's not reproducing, or hopefully not reproducing in our state waters, in the Cumberland River or the Tennessee River. We're not sure yet. So what we're trying to tell folks, if you want to do some research and help out a little bit, look up big-headed carp and silver carp. You can go to the website at tnwildlife.org and learn about them, or you can just go to your search engine and look up big-headed carp or silver carp and learn all about them. You've probably seen the silver carp on TV. It makes a lot of news because it likes to jump when you run a boat through a school of them, and it can hurt you. This fish gets pretty big. A 20-pounder is not uncommon, and if a fish like that jumps out of the water while you're going down in a fast boat, it could hurt you, seriously. So be careful with that. But we don't want people transporting these fish from one lake to the other, maybe as bait. So make sure you know the difference in what they look like. They look a lot like a threadfin or a gizzard shad when they're small, but if you look at their eyeballs, they look like they're looking down always. That's the big key on the silver carp and the big-headed carp. One of the real dangerous things about them too is not just they can hurt you. The silver carp jumping out is bad enough, but both of those carp are filter eaters. That means they go through the water and they filter eating plankton, and that's bad because that's where the food chain begins for a lot of our game fish in Tennessee. So we're working to try to stop the advancement of this fish. The agency is trying also to figure out if they're reproducing in the state, and then we're also trying to work with commercial anglers across the state and other places too to see if maybe we can get a market going on these fish. For some reason, I have heard they're good to eat. If you want to take them out and try them, give them a try. If we can get people eating them, that'll help a whole lot. Anyway, we'll keep you updated on what's going on with the Asian carp in Tennessee, and if y'all can help us, you help the agency, you'll be helping yourself. I'll see you next week right here on Fishin' Affliction.
Well, folks, on today's Fishin' Affliction product spotlight, it's about those rugged electronic mounts from Ram Mounts. And instead of talking about them, I wanted to show you the Ram Mounts in action. And if a picture speaks 1,000 words, then check out this video, folks. As you can see, we trust these Ram Mounts to hold down our very valuable Lowrance electronics. And as we're bouncing across those rough waters on Old Hickory Lake, we are confident that those rugged electronic mounts from Ram Mounts are going to do what they're designed to do: secure those valuable depth finders and anything else that they're holding. Head on over to rammounts.com to see the great selection of those rugged electronic mounts from Ram Mounts and pick you up a few to hold your valuable electronics. And now, folks, back to Fishin' Affliction.
Yeah, he's small, but he's male anyway.
Yeah,
That's good. Now, look over Luke's head what's coming. I mean, we have not had good weather since we've been here. I mean, that's just, look at the, we'll let that little male go and we'll go back. But we have not had good weather. This is really kicking our tail that we're not doing any better right here. You know, we're just no sun penetration.
Well, folks, there's no doubt that the Florida frenzy has turned into a weather frenzy. 30-plus mile-an-hour winds, a wall of rain on the way, and a cold front right behind that. And as you can see, the guys are not having any problem catching fish, but those big females, well, they're just not up yet, as they're not going to move into those spawning flats until the weather is much more stable. And as you can see, there's absolutely no stability in this Florida frenzy.
All right, well, we've gone through the rain, and we're on the other side of the cold front, and this wind's howling still, but most of the rain's gone, but the temperature's dropping. And even the males have quit biting the swim bait. So we're starting to pick up a flipping jig or something we can get on the baits of these pads and see if we can get a decent bite. But got a feeling it's going to be close to over for the day with the way this front's come in. But I don't really care if I leave the lake or not when it looks like this, because if you look around us, it's absolutely gorgeous. We got birds diving all around us. In fact, they're eating the bass. But anyway, we've had a fun trip down here, just hanging out, fishing all kind of different Florida waters. Thanks, yeah. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better.
I don't know, I mean.
Well, maybe not the one you had on, but good solid fish.
I think there's one out there. That one's chasing bait.
Yeah. Yeah, we seen when we just come back out of the, and we got this little bit of mixed color water and they look like they're in here, don't they?
Yep.
All right, well, good job. I'm gonna tell you what would probably help the bite if we had a little wind.
Yeah.
We just had just a little bit of wind. I really think it would really help the bite out. Why'd you get water on the lid?
I don't know. I'll take a shower over here.
Well, after catching a few more fish and taking a little boat ride to get out of the wind, it was time for Team Fishin Affliction to show off their Florida Frenzy catch of the day.
All right, here's our 4 of the ones we caught today. We caught a lot of males today. You know, had a fun day here in Florida, and you know, lost a couple other decent fish that we didn't get on film, but that's fishing, you know. You're never going to get them all on the boat. You do, that's when you win a tournament, isn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway,
Lake we've never been to before. Figured out something that works.
Yeah, I mean, we've never seen this body of water. Get out here, catch a couple limits of fish, you know.
We caught a bunch of fish. We caught 20-something fish today.
Yeah, I mean, that was a fun day. All of them most of them on the big swim bait, you know, on a shadlicious, so 4.5 to 5 inch shadlicious. And this spawning time, it's a great bait. All right, have a good day.
Have a good day.
Well, folks, the guys sure experienced a Florida Frenzy of a different kind, didn't they? But they were able to catch fish and have a whole bunch of fun doing it. And folks, on next week's episode, we're actually going to reverse the trip a little bit and go back to the lost footage of the last day with JB Bassmaster. And folks, when we talk about the Florida Frenzy, this is what we're talking about. A possible new Fishin Affliction record of a largemouth bass that's over 10 pounds. So tune in to Fishin Affliction TV next week and you'll see.
Yes. Woo! What a fish!
Oh God,
You still got this line, but I told you.
oh what?
Didn't I tell you that?
That's a toad.
This is my spot, baby.
This son of a gun, man.
This is my spot, man.
That is a monster right there.
This week's Team Fishin Affliction featured Facebook friend is
Ann Levinson.
And thanks for being our Facebook friend. For your chance to join in the fun and become an official Team Fishin Affliction featured Facebook friend, simply like us on Facebook. And be sure to write a comment on our wall. As always, a big thank you to all of our national and local sponsors for providing us with the most advanced technology and highest quality products and services. Be sure to visit each of our partners online through the sponsor links page on our official website at fishinaffliction.com. And this is your old pal Matthew Gillen, the voice of Fishin Affliction TV, hoping that you'll tune in next week, because there's no doubt that Dan and the big dog got it bad. They've got Fishin Affliction for those who got it bad.
Oh, there or not? I don't think it does though. Look at the last person that started the launch. His bones are still there. He didn't get out. The gators got him. Look at that lake out there on the other side of it though.